Hello, this is Broyer, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Motorsport Manager. We are doing okay, I guess, considering this is our first season, and we start off at the very bottom. We're actually currently in 9th place. I'm not sure if I see it here, but we are in 9th place, so we're very secure on our job. You know, our goal was 10th or above, which obviously 10th place is the last place. But, you know, we're kind of overachieving a bit, considering we started with a really poor quality car. So, anyway, let's just get back into it. Got some emails we got to go through. So, nothing there. Car update, 12 hours, not too bad. Do have an interview? Okay. You finished well down the pecking order in practice, only managing to finish at 18th. Did you struggle to find the right setup? No, the setup was fine. Sure, we just had the engine turned down. Why not? Alright, thanks. Good stuff. Alright, so that's that. We'll wait till repairs are finished and check to see what we're working on in our car. And there's the repairs. So, what is our car doing at the moment? So we're not designing any parts because we're very borderline on the budget that's remaining. And then improving parts. Reliability's doing pretty good. Still trying to max out some of the performance on a few of these pieces. Looks like this engine is almost done. And then a lot of these other parts have quite a ways to go. So we'll keep working on those. The last version of the contract looks great. Let's sign on the dotted line. So how many days do we have to sign with him? 8 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we definitely can pick him up before the next race, and I guess we might as well pick him up now. I don't think anything's going to change between now and then. Here's hoping we left enough money in the bank to pay for him. Yeah, and he's got a humongous amount of potential. All right, who do we get rid of? Wait, did we contract him as a reserve driver? Oh. He is very expensive. I didn't realize the cost of break contract. I thought he was going to pay for half of this. I mean, it seems to make the most sense to get rid of Faith, I guess. She is the cheapest to break the contract. We could also get rid of our reserve driver, which would seem a little odd. Wonder what would happen if we got rid of our reserve driver and demoted her down to reserve. You know, let's get rid of her. Even if it makes one of these guys not super happy with me, keeping one of them as a reserve for now would, you know what? Again, if it makes them unhappy, then so be it. We've only got 3 months left on the contract anyway, and he is obviously the cheapest to get rid of. So let's try this. So sign-on fees 300,000. Their break cross is 137. Total income or total expense is 437, and old cost per race is 459. New cost is 774. Ouch. And we did contract him at equal status. So new cost per race is still right at $1 million. Okay. And yeah, I think we go ahead and promote reserve driver. We're going to promote him over, I guess, Faith. Because he's definitely a much better driver than Faith is. Sorry, Faith. I know you're going to be unhappy, but again, we've only got 3 months left anyway. We're going to get rid of you at the end of the season anyway, it looks like. I'm fired. What are you thinking? This is ridiculous. Sorry. Top Chinese driver Hong Liao has decided to that his future in racing lies away from Dragon Race Team China, has negotiated to move to Broyer Racing. I'm clearly good enough to be one of your main drivers. Unfortunately, you're not. Cool. I think everything was good. Let's go ahead and continue. Sorry, Faith. You just don't have... I mean, if you had room to improve, we'd keep you around, you know? You seem like a decent driver in general, but you just aren't improving at all. Wait, that's not the guy we got rid of it. No, I was gonna say, there's no way. So, Englehart. Wow, that's expensive. Scouting report. Cool. And who was the other driver that we really wanted to go after? It was... Is it her? No, it's Shin. I think that's Chi. That's how you say QI? It's Chi? I think this is the one we wanted to go after. Now that we've got the first guy, and it still says it's only going to be $1 million per race. Is that true? Okay, no, it hasn't updated yet. Our new cost per race is 1.3 mil, and we actually don't have enough to pay for it. We can request some additional funds just to pay for this, which might be what we need to do. Or alternatively, we could set the budget down for these last couple races. That'll get us within range. Let's try that. But I still want to go after this other driver. We need some really good drivers. Alternatively, we could also try and find somebody who would be a reserve driver and be happy with it. So way to sort based on specific. Okay, that's what that is. Okay, never mind. I don't want to do that. What if there's a way just to find somebody who's got ridiculously good feedback? Like, okay, well, there's Englehart. He just signed somebody. That's not going to help us. Really good feedback and doesn't mind him being a reserve driver would actually be really good to go after. Equal status, equal status. You're currently unemployed. You've got pretty good feedback. Probably wouldn't be too expensive either. Anybody else? There's another 11. Oh, you're currently on there somewhere with somebody. Tempted to go after that unemployed guy. I wish I could search for just this one stat. It feels like... Wow, there's a 14 that's unemployed currently. 36 years old, but amazing feedback. Okay, we're going to star you. Come back to you. Anybody else? Just jumping out at me? Don't really want to scout some of these. Let's make sure we're just looking at scouted guys. Well, I've been scouting mostly the younger guys, and I guess some of the older guys could actually have some halfway decent feedback. Let's check one more thing real quick. Let's go all, and just find people that are not employed. I think we went through everybody that's not employed, and just make sure we did in fact capture everybody. We did. Okay, so we're good there. So maybe this guy, or this guy. Let's see if we can approach either one of them to be a reserve driver. Oh, or this guy. There we go. Another 11. Start with you, Mr. Frankie Kinney. Home race hero. Keep it simple. Controversial, really. Pay driver. Ah, sponsors will pay you for each race they're involved. Half of that if the driver takes part in practice only. That could come in handy. So, approach driver. Start negotiations. You'll be our reserve driver. Wages aren't very important, so... I don't know. Let's just start at the bottom and see if that goes somewhere. I prefer long. Sure, we'll keep you for a long time if you've got that kind of a... what I'm trying to say, that kind of feedback, that'd be amazing. Alright, so she doesn't really care about the bonus or the sign-on, so you know what, let's give you a little bit extra money. Why not? We'll start with there. It's just not quite bottom, but we'll start with that. And I still want to go after this other other girl, but we'll circle back to you next time. I'm going to try and do one at a time for now. Actually, you know what? I will go after these other 2 reserve drivers, though. Content. Actually, wow. Desired earnings. That's awesome. Okay, let's try you. Start negotiations. Reserve driver. Oh, wow, you're expensive. You're very expensive. No, we're not going to go with you. Sorry. You're a bit too expensive for us right now, I think. And then who's the other one? Sergio. Born leader, selfish, spoilt, hates team orders. Well, if you're going to be a reserve driver, it won't matter. Okay, so we reserve, and you actually have some improvement available. You're very expensive as well. All right, never mind. We're going to just go with the person we've got. Well, these guys are expensive for being reserves. Actually, you know what? Let's check our car real quick. I bet that one part has finished. Not quite. Almost there, though. Scouting. We're good, I think. Got a few sponsors, but we can circle back around to those right before the race starts. Ooh, a vote. Both virtual and real safety cars. I wonder what that means. Virtual and real safety cars. The championship uses both types of safety car, virtual and physical. There will be a mixture of speed-limited racing as seen with virtual safety car and traditional bunching as seen behind the physical safety car. Interesting. This rule will benefit progressive teams, will not benefit traditional teams. Well, then we'll go against. Nice. I mean, presumably, you know, as it says, it'll help us, which it kind of makes sense to kind of have the bunching and stuff like that. If we can get a good, you know, pit at a right time, it could definitely kind of change the game a bit. So that would be pretty cool. All right, check the car. Anything changed here? Still at 34. Contract proposal. Contract is looking good. Let's get that thing signed. Nice. It will cost us to get rid of Old Faith here. But this person will actually make us money compared to, like, we're paying 59,000. We're going to make like more of that from sponsorship. So she will definitely pay for herself. All right, you're going to go and replace her with a reserve. Sorry, Faith. You've served us well. Old costs, new costs, nice. Which we only get half of that because she'll probably only participate in practice anyway, so, which is fine. Frankie Kinney, our new reserve driver. Looking good. Alright, so our cost per race is 1.128. So we should be good with the way the car is set up now as far as, you know, dropping down the price of the car we're paying for. Sorry, Faith. There you go. Frankie. Nice. What does that say? Oh, absolutely thrill. Okay. I keep checking this because I keep thinking they're going to get that last little tick, but they haven't yet. Alright, certainly it's got the tick now. Really? Am I just like looking at it wrong? Over here it says 34. Over there it says 33. It says 34, so I think we're actually okay. What do we want to put in your place? We're improving those two already. Got the 2 engines look okay. We do eventually obviously want to circle back to the next year's engines, if you will. Gearbox. What's the next race actually need? Brakes and top speed. So we are working on the brakes, and we've already worked on the top speed. So let's work on this this gearbox right here. Just a reminder, we're in 9th place, better than our goal of 10th, which is good. And yes, I would love to get you a telemetry center, but I cannot do that. Travel to Milan. Pre-race gossip, Milan. Alright, there we go. Now we can go ahead and pick our sponsors. I guess it's just this one that has sponsors available. I would really like the upfront payment, but see, that one's 8 million over the course of 10 races. This one is or this one over here is 6 million. And this one is what? 30, trying to do math, 35? No. My math is terrible right now. I want to say it's like over like right at 5 million or something like that. I'm just, yeah, because if it was 700,000 times 7, that'd be 490. For some reason, I'm not able to do math in verbally right now. So this one's way better. Even though we don't get the upfront payment, this one's still way better. 5th or above, that's going to be hard to get. Oh, wait a minute. This is only one. These are the ones that you have to get the bonus, isn't it? Nope. Never mind. Okay. In that case, we will take the upfront payment. Because it's very unlikely we'll get a bonus that high. Okay, everything's looking good there. Merja. Pretty to in 11th. Fairly decent driver. Nice. So what will we go for? I guess we'll keep going for the 16th or above. I mean, that's kind of been our last couple of races anyway. Part fitting. Probably be a good idea to get our new awesome racer some really good parts. But oh wow, I didn't realize you were a 15 as well. I hadn't like looked that far. We've got some really good feedback from our drivers right now. Honestly, I think our parts are going to be fine the way they are. No, I'm wrong. We have some... Oh, no, we haven't. Have we really not improved these brakes? Well, that was a bit of an oversight. I totally forgot about these. I think I was thinking that these were some of the risky parts, but they're absolutely not. So, yeah. Whoops. We will definitely do that for the last race of the year for sure. These two look good. Okay, actually, those are good. These two are good. Good there. And that one's one of the risky parts. Okay, so there's one of our other risky parts. That's fine. Well, I think we're good here. Race number 9. A lot of good straightaways here, so some really high speeds here for sure. Come on, let's go. All right, so I was getting you for the feedback, but and it's fine that we took you, because even though Andre has some really good feedback, we are going to be replacing Andre, and the other driver we're replacing with might not have that good feedback. So I'm okay with keeping you around. In fact, we are going to use you in practice because that will get us that extra bonus. Andre can just sit there. That's going to be perfectly fine. All right, so more downforce. It's going to be fine. Handling and speed balance. Pretty sure you're going to need a lot more top speed, so we'll go ahead and start there, smack dab in the middle, and that will be okay. Tire choice. How are we looking on the weather? Not too bad. So let's go ahead and just go with the softs. I think that'll be fine. Handling. Good. Speed balance. Looking good. Tires soft. And yeah, let's go. Let's get out there and take our practice. Let's go, guys. I expect to see some really good feedback from you guys. Right arrow, that's good. Gearing is weird. Yes, I agree. You should have some longer ones. Your mechanic was telling us a little bit lower though, so I mean, granted the ratios you want are probably still within that green band, but you know, we'll start a little bit low. It's perfectly fine. Soften the handling a bit. I want to go ahead and bring you guys in. We got 9 minutes left. You know what, let's let you guys go around one more lap. Not getting any speed on the straights. Do we have too much air on the car? Okay, we can check that. Go ahead and bring you both in. How are we looking on the weather? Weather looks good. Less of a balance towards top speed, really. That seems odd. So not super great this first time out, but that's going to be okay. So let's go less downforce. I can't remember. I think the other guy was the one that wanted more. I honestly forgot who was who. Handling. Let's go something like that. And you did want less on the gears, which seems odd to me, but let's do something like this. Try this out. Maybe a little bit less on the arrow, or less dramatic, because you were actually good on that one. Everything looks good here, and still on the soft, so that's gonna be fine. You were not good at all. Let's go and push it down this way a little bit just to see what that does. Handling. Sure, let's go that direction, and then I definitely know you wanted more speed. Let's try that. Hopefully get a couple more laps, bring you guys in for one more quick tune-up towards the very end, and then that will be it. Arrow's nicer. Okay, good. Downforce is worse. All right, we can fix that. Handling is better. You know what? Let's go ahead and bring you in. And you know what? We're going to bring you in. Oh, we missed you. Okay, that's fine. We'll get you on the next one. Send out. Got a couple goods, so it's a little bit better. So we went from okay to poor. So you actually went the wrong way on the downforce. It's fine. We can fix that. Probably not quite that much. Because you were okay up there. Okay, so it looks fine. Went from very poor to good. So probably keep going a little bit down on the handling. And we went from poor to good. So I think we're fine on that. Let's give you a little more top speed, things like that. Let's try something. Maybe that's a little too dramatic. Let's try something around this way. How are we looking on tires? Yeah, you should be fine. Should be able to get them both up the high setup knowledge, so that's going to be very helpful. Might even be able to get you up to, what is it, very high or whatever on the last tick. Ah, a couple excellents. That's exactly what I want to see. Just your handling. Alright. So let's go something like that, and then we'll trim this back a little bit. Just keep that in that excellent range. See if you like this. You got enough time to get around one lap and start your another lap after that, so I think we'll be fine with you. Tweaks for the downforce are great. Perfect. A lot of people running mediums throughout this one. There's a lot of traction on the track, to be fair. Oh, we made it up to 3. That's hopefully that helps a lot. Ah, great is the one that's up there. Thank you, Lau, for helping us get much better performance out of our practice sessions. Pretty lame practice session, huh? Really? You need a better driver? This guy's gonna be amazing. Just you wait. He's only 17 years old. Give him a chance. I see his potential. Like, no, literally see his potential. The little stars are, you know, outlined. Okay, let's can't hold this for 1 second. Let's check the weather. Don't see any hint of rain. Doesn't mean there's not going to be, but we will go out without. We won't focus on that. So we'll go soft tires, race trim. That's gonna be fine. You don't have a mechanic anything anyway, so that's gonna be okay. Great, great, great. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Not bad at all. I'm tempted to just not mess with this, to be perfectly honest. Those grates are really good, and I could potentially go like outside of the grates and make it worse. So 96%, I think we're gonna just run with that. I think I am okay with that. Tire choice, gonna start you on softs. Fuel, 21 laps total. So in theory, we could do 3 sets of 7 laps each. Let's give you a little bit less fuel so we can bring you in ahead of the other guy. 99%. Not bad at all. We'll go ahead and keep you with 9. That's going to be perfectly fine. And yep, go ahead and attack and overtake. So since you're not actually ranked, where does that put you on the where you start? I wonder. Put you in first place because you are currently in 22nd. Makes sense, I guess. Well, Gomez has an early lead. I don't think it's going to stick around for very long, but we'll run it as long as we can. Man, if we could run one of our illegal engines on this race, we might actually stand a chance to be in the top 5 or something. Who knows? That may be a little too much, but definitely top 10, I think. All right, we're going to tone you down just a smidge. We're going to go ahead and tone you down just a smidge as well. That's going to be fine. Tires are looking good. Let's go back down to push on those for a bit. If everybody around you's on the medium engine mode, we'll go ahead and drop back down to that for now. I'm going to keep you on push just a little bit longer. I'm just going to see how long we can keep this first place. I doubt for very long. In fact, here comes some of these guys that are really fast cars. Oh, tires are getting a little bit crazy now. Man, they're all still super high on their tires. Alright, they're being very conservative now. And we got passed, which is okay. Really? Fuel conservation already? Interesting. I'm not saying it's a bad strategy, it's just interesting. I don't think I'm going to quite drop down that far. Sixth and ninth is not too bad. Now, a lot's going to change once we do first pits and things like that. Alright, looks like you can go one more lap and you'll pit on your next lap. Let's go ahead and plan that out. Weather looks fine. Not a huge amount of traction yet, so let's go ahead and stick with the soft still. I mean, that's where we have the extra performance anyway. We may just run those the entire race. Fuel options. 14 laps left. Let's just go 7 laps then. Everything looks good there. And what does this change? Not a lot. So let's just go with balanced. Everybody else is going heavy on the fuel conservation, which, again, I just don't know. I don't think it would make it that much difference, but, you know, we can run it for a bit. If everybody else is running it, we might as well too. Go, go, go. All right, let's go ahead and bump you back up to overtake and attack for a bit. Yes, we need to go ahead and plan your... Maybe. Let you get a little bit closer. If we're going fuel conservation, we might be able to let you run one more lap while your tires are terrible. Nope, you're not going to be able to. Alright, let's go ahead and plan your pit. Might as well. 6.67 laps. We might be able to run with that. Right, we'll go ahead and stay on balance. It's going to be fine. All right, tires are starting to get pressure or temperature up. That's going to be okay. Let's go ahead and drop you down to high for now. Oh, everybody's pitting right now. Oh, Gomez snuck up to 7th place. Tires are looking good. Drop that down a little bit more. I think we'll keep you on the high for now, though, although everybody else is going crazy on attack. I mean, I don't know if I'm really expecting anything from Lau this race. I mean, obviously he's new, and his current stats actually aren't that like amazing across the board. It's really just his potential that we're really banking on. So, really just interested to see how much he improves after being in this race. Oh, your tires are starting to get a little bit hot. Let's tone that down, especially since you seem to wear on them pretty heavily. Let's go and go down to a much more conservative fuel plan. We're both still in top 16 for the moment, so I mean, that's our goal. Although it would be nice to have one of these guys in top 10. That'd be amazing. Of course, I spoke too soon. He's about to drop down again. Condition on the car is looking really good. You know, let's start pushing a bit. Let's just see what we can do with that. I don't want to push both, though, because they're starting to line up with their fuel, and I don't want them to pit at the same time. We'll let Gomez push for, let's see. Let's put you on low. See where you're at when you get across the line. I don't know if you can make 2 more laps. I'd really like Gomez to make 1 more full lap. I'd like you to make 2 more laps total. Let's go ahead and pitch you. Weather's still cooperating. Traction's starting to get pretty high. I mean, we can move over to mediums, but there's really no point. Softs are going to be perfectly fine, and we get the performance increase, so that will be okay. 7 laps left. Do we just go exactly 7? Do we take it up to 8 just so we can get a little bit more pushing? I think we'll just stay with 7. I think it'll be fine. Nothing's really going to change on the pit. Let's go ahead and do this. You might have enough to get across the line and get 1 more lap. I think you will. It's going to be tight, but I think you'll be fine. Staying in this low. We'll definitely need a pit next time, though. Softs. Ooh, it does say you're going to be a 0. Do I go exactly 6? It's probably okay. Could fix our rear wing, but not really going to mess with that. No, we'll just go and bounce as well. Huge risk with Lau. It says we're going to be empty, so we'll see what happens. You go ahead and put a little bit more into the tires. We'll stay on high for just a little bit while we're at excess fuel. I don't think Lyle's gonna have any fuel left. Well, he technically made it in, and it slows him down when he gets to pit anyway, so I don't actually think it affected us. It's just interesting that we got two people that crashed and we didn't get a yellow out. It's kind of odd. Alright, you don't really have excess fuel, so we're going to go back down to medium for you. Unless you get lapped, which does not appear that it will happen. You apparently still have plenty of fuel. You are about to start lap 18. And you have almost 5 laps left. Wow. I think we're going to keep it on high, though. Keep pushing it like that. Tires are starting to heat up. You got plenty of tire wear, though, so let's keep that going as well. I don't know if there's any way we're going to possibly hold on to this top 10 finish, unfortunately. Alright, saying you have excess fuel. Did you actually get passed by first place? No? Okay, so I think you're going to be fine, though. You definitely have excess fuel left, Mr. Gomez. Two laps to go, 2.1 laps of fuel. I think that's timing out just fine. You're at 2 1/4 with 2 laps to go, so definitely keep you on high for now. Oh, you lost your rear wing, huh? Not quite, but we're not going to do anything to fix it with 2 laps to go, that's for sure. Final lap. Let's go ahead. I don't really want to do it. I'd hate to run out of fuel going overtaking and mess something up. You should be able to go up to high, though. Not that it'll make that much difference, but it'll make me happy. I think we're going to hold on to 11th. Come on. There we go. 11th place, not too bad. It's actually one of our better finishes in a while, so. And 14th. Yeah, well, it's not too shabby. I'll take it. Well, good for you, Beauchamp. It's definitely not your first win this season. Oh, we did make top 10. Somebody tried to cheat. Very, very nice. So there's this guy. He's way down at the bottom, which again is perfectly fine. I'm not too worried about it. Overall, though, not really gaining ground on Archer too much, but definitely secure in our 9th spot. There's no way the guy's going to catch us. Cool. Good stuff. Come on. A little bit of improvement in morale, and that's what I want to see. Some of these improvements in overall skills and stuff. That is exactly what I want to see. I'm surprised you didn't improve at all. Oh, I guess you're maxed out. Never mind. I was thinking about one of the other drivers we were looking at for reserve. but you are capped out. But no, this is good. Did you just get another tick on feedback? Have you always been 14? Or 16, I mean? Maybe you have. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. I thought... Ah, yeah, maybe so. Marketability went up a little bit. Good stuff. Cost was not too bad at all. Especially with that driver that's making us money just for being in practice. And there's our save. Well, I appreciate you watching. Next time we're going to try and go after that other driver. And just to kind of be ready for next season. And race the final race of the seasons. And just see what happens. I do appreciate you watching. And thank you and goodbye.